truck driver survey. I texted out the results of the truck driver survey to the drivers today. I didn't give much information, and I had a couple guys with questions, so this is going to be where I explain what the survey is and what kind of the results mean. So this is mainly for truck drivers, but anybody else welcome to watch this. I'm sure there's something everybody can gather from it. So the main reason we did this is we regularly get drivers that call either me or Joel and ask why they are put on the job that they are, mostly because in some way they feel slighted, that they deserve to be on the better job. And quite frankly, me and Joel don't work with you guys, so we put it out to the guys that work with you the most, mostly crew leads or guys that drive the paver. We asked to review each and every driver to see which ones they prefer working with. So this is what it looked like that got sent out to the crew leads. A little description. So whoever was reviewing the name, and they rated you a 1 to 10 based off of skill driving the truck, your skill on the ground, your attitude, do you make the job more fun or less, teamwork, your willingness to help out with what needs to get done, and production. And most all of these questions were designed to not make this a popularity contest. It was designed based off of the biggest compliments or complaints we get. Skill of the driver, if you can't spread rock or you can't drive straight in the paver, that makes everybody else's job harder. So if you got lower scores on this, working on your skills. Also, if the guys hear you grinding gears on the truck and hard on the brakes, and it's pretty. There's ways to tell how you're driving a truck without having to sit in the truck with you. Skill on the ground. We're a company that gets the benefit of not having to sit in a truck all day some days. So when you guys hop out and help on the ground, there are clearly guys that are great, some that are not so great. So that's what that's describing. Attitude. This is just what it is. I mean, do you have a smile on your face, or are you pissy, negative, and complaining? So this is a big deal. Probably one of the biggest deals is teamwork. We're a team, truck drivers, ground guys, operators, everybody alike, guys in the office. So we got to work as a team. We try not, I don't think anybody asks guys to do things that are unreasonable or just for the sake of doing it. We ask you to do things because they need to get done. Sometimes you don't necessarily agree with that or want to do it, but we need it done. So staying late, hauling equipment, and being willing to help out on the ground are some of the bigger complaints that we get. And lastly, production. We are a production-based company. Production matters. Probably the second biggest complaint we get is guys that get out of the truck and want to socialize, and next thing you know, the paver's there, waiting on a truck, looking around. Who's next? Who's next? Oh, it's Kevin, and Kevin's standing there talking to Paul. Not our Paul. That was a theoretical person, but there are guys that clearly make the job go faster, and guys that do not make the job go faster. So that's a big deal from the company's standpoint. So if you look, these are the summed results. The pictures that I texted you guys, I sent only to you, and I unwhided out your name so you could see your score, not anybody else's. So these were the questions we asked. These were your scores. I averaged the scores of all the categories. That's what this number comes from. And then I sorted it best to least. The votes are for how many people voted on you. Not everybody that was voting had worked with everybody. So I didn't want guys voting on people they hadn't worked with enough and didn't have a fair assessment. So I think I mentioned it in the text, but we love having all you guys on the team. Just because you're last or near the bottom is not necessarily mean a bad thing. No, we're not going to fire you. No, you're not in trouble. But somebody had to be last, and just because you're towards the bottom, you could be the best driver in another company. I think we pride ourselves, and I think everybody could agree based off what I've seen at least in other companies. We got some of the best drivers, if not the best drivers out there. So you're all here for a reason. We all love having you, but even the guy at the top of the list has some things that he can improve on. In this case, it's spent a little time on the ground. In this case, it's being a little bit more of a team player. and that kind of goes across the board. So nobody's perfect, but we all got things that we should be working on. If you have any questions, like your peers and the members of the crew are the ones that reviewed you, so they're going to be the most likely to have any answers for why you might have scored low in certain categories. I can also do a little bit of translation and comment if you guys want to talk to me about it. Feel free to give me a call or grab me if you catch me around and I'm not in the middle of something. I think that covers most of it. This will be probably an ongoing thing. It's pretty quick and easy to fill out, and it'll be cool to see the guys that improve move up a list. And for better or worse, guys that move up means that some guys got to move down. But we want to reward the guys that are clearly putting in the effort to make this company better and make everybody's job easier through their skills in the truck and on the ground, the attitude they bring every day, the teamwork they're willing to do, and how much faster they make the job go. So, if you have any questions, ask. If not, thanks for watching.